The Jaguars defense playing well. They've won 4 in a row as they get going here. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And what continues to jump his game up, his ability to have split vision, the ability to watch the receiver and also see the quarterback deliver the football. That allows him to make a lot more plays on balls in the air.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw now, here's Love. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Ready.
Now Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 22 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
On play action, Love to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The pressure pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Let's go now. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've got the 3-0 advantage here as this next drive.
Here we go. Set, cut. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Ineligible receiver.
Let's check in with our referee.
Offense.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
Ready. Set, cut.
Love now. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down.
Cut, cut.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Ready?
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Cut, cut.
Throwing. Love. This one caught by Osborne, right side. Finding space at the 40. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
Come on, set. Set, cut.
Completed out left to Dobbs. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready up. Set.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready.
Here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Love to throw for it on 4th. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've had the upper hand so far this first half of play, working with a good lead already as they look to defend this first down.
Ready. Cut.
Throwing to start the drive. Love got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Fighting, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Working out of the gun. Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut. Ball was delivered and picked up the completion.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've done a really nice job of slowing the tempo of this offense, and as a result, they've got a comfortable 3rd quarter lead as this next drive begins 1st and 10.
Fight, 60. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Let's go now. Ready?
Jacobs going to try the middle. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And the Packers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
The Jacksonville defense back onto the field. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter as this next drive gets underway. Throwing to start the drive. Love. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case,
the Jags defense back on the field for this next possession. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Ready?
In motion goes the tight end. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To the air again, Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Jacobs again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But they're
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Jags,